Roses are red, violets are blue. Prince Andrew got arrested. Now time for you. And we're live.
You are now listening to Radio Rufus.
Yes, you naughty nincompoops. Welcome back to another nitrous oxide-fueled episode of Radio Rufus. We start with some actual breaking news. Prince Andrew was arrested just 1 hour ago. And because of our upload schedule, that news is 3 weeks old by the time you're watching it. But it's exciting for us, baby. Misconduct in public office. It's a shame because I wanted him to be promoted back to Prince, and it looks like he's got relegated to a life sentence.
Yeah, who's going to get that title now? Are you still in the lineup?
Oh, I'm an outsider.
Yeah.
I'm the third best horse, I think,
Yeah.
in that race. The bookies wouldn't favour me for the race.
You're getting linked with the role, though.
But I would say I would definitely continue his legacy if put in the role. I would carry on.
What was his
traditions.
legacy before all the nonsense? What was he known for, other than just being the weird brother?
Yeah, the cheeky uncle, right?
Right.
Cheeky Uncle Andrew.
Do you have any cheeky uncles in that sense?
Not that cheeky. I've got some fun uncles.
Yeah,
But not
not
that fun.
I don't think he would be described as a fun uncle.
Yeah,
Well, you know what? There's no evidence that he diddled his nephews, nieces.
no.
So maybe he was a fun uncle to them.
Cool guy.
Yeah. So that's one man's terrorist is another man's freedom fighter.
yeah.
One man's nonce is another man's fun uncle.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's a great statement. We should start using that as
One man's nonce is another man's uncle.
yeah. That reminds me of another Reddit sub that I was looking at. You know, we occasionally do Reddit porn stories.
Yeah.
There's one called r/trashy boner. Where it's like just the most trashy things, like people just shagging in the supermarket,
Right.
stuff like that, and like someone having some girl like
Sticking a banana up herself and putting it back in the shelf.
exactly.
That
So
sort of
that's the
stuff.
thing. Yeah. And their strapline is one man's trash is another man's boner, which is incredible.
That's fucking genius.
That's
from
great
them.
stuff. But anyway, yeah, free Andrew. Andrew did nothing wrong.
He was just trying to play Pokemon Go.
Yeah, as we'll get to. There'll be a callback to that. You guys will enjoy that at home.
Yeah.
As always, we are here in our resplendent studio. Welcome back to the water slide of content. And we're just two wet, moist boys
Just a couple of slippy little lads.
converting gravitational potential energy to kinetic energy on a water slide via the medium of podcast. I'm Rufus. As always, I am joined by the juicy joker himself, Aidan Rafferty. Say hello to the people.
Hello. There's a bit of a
dulcet.
delay there.
Yeah.
I sort of.
Got a bit of input lag.
It's like they're watching this podcast on a Fire Stick.
yeah. Don't adjust your YouTube settings. Aidan is just slow. Anyway, we are back, and I'd like to open this with a question that I thought of literally 5 minutes ago. It's not in the topics for today.
Yeah.
Let's say you meet the perfect woman. Don't tell your girlfriend. Right? In this scenario, she doesn't know.
Right.
She doesn't exist in this scenario.
Yes.
Right? She ticks all of your boxes. She's absolutely everything you're looking for. She's perfect. The only problem is...
I've already got her.
Oh, no. Oh, gross.
Right, continue.
That's so grim. That is the first bit of simping in podcast history.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure
Adam.
Adam 22's done a lot of fucking simping.
Oh, from us, I mean.
Yeah.
We've spent 100 episodes actively making us unappealing to women.
Like, trying to do that.
I think we're simping for the men.
Yeah,
That's
kind of
basically,
are.
we like bring up edgy stuff and make jokes
Fucking
about it. And
throwing
guys
it
like,
back for the edgelords.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Making it clap for the incels. Anyway, she's perfect.
Yeah.
You love it. You love it to bits. Stop doing that. You have to stop. You love it to bits. Her only problem is that she just looks really, really similar to Lily Phillips.
See, I thought you were going, in my head, I was thinking James Ward-Prowse, and I have no idea why. But now that you make that
Whose
connection,
bird looks like James Ward-Prowse?
I don't know, that's just the first thing that came into my head. But now that I think about it, Lily Phillips looks a bit like James Ward-Prowse.
See, my porn knowledge, I know porn, I don't know ball. So I know exactly what Lily
Let
Phillips
me get a
looks like.
photo up.
I don't know about JWP.
He looks more like Lily Phillips than, I don't know, Adebayor does.
Yeah, but I mean, thanks, Captain Racism. It does for a footballer.
Yeah.
And I agree that Lily Phillips looks more like James Ward-Prowse than a black man. I would agree with that. Because I saw someone on my TikTok. You know when people make cringe TikToks with their girlfriend? Mm-hmm. And you can tell their girlfriend is basically forcing them to do it.
Knife point.
Yeah, exactly.
The sort of matching Christmas pajamas.
Or I won't shag you for the next decade unless you make this TikTok with me. Right? So they're making a TikTok, they're doing this sort of thing. And then it cuts to the girlfriend. And she just she isn't, but she is Lily Phillips. You know what I mean? And I was like, every time I see that, I'm going to remember the tapes.
Yeah.
I'm going to have Vietnam flashbacks to the one v 100. But she's fantastic.
She could probably have like a career out of being an impersonator. Do you know like that guy that goes around doing the David Brent impersonations at weddings and stuff?
Oh, Stag Do. She'd be class on Stag Do. Because I think Lily is probably too busy to go to Prague every weekend.
Yeah, it depends on how many men are on the Stag Do. She might see it as a business opportunity.
Well, I don't think she... Is that part of the impersonation that she also has to shag all of them one by one? Because I
said there'd be a lot more thumbs up in the group chat.
Oh no, my Osama bin Laden impersonation really went off the rails when they made me fly that plane. I don't think she has to shag the blokes.
Yeah, no, I'm saying Lily wouldn't be too busy for the Stag Do's if she's seen it as a potential opportunity to get some filming done.
That's true. She could write the flights off on business as well.
Yeah, that's a great shout.
I saw the most insane clip of Lily Phillips the other day. Like, I saw Lily Phillips, right? Snort piss.
Come on, Lily. I actually have no
Snort?
words.
How is that impossible? How do you snort liquid?
Oh, that actually made me sad. I'm tearing up a bit. Actually, I am.
Yeah. And she basically, it was a bit like, you know, when...
You don't need to do that.
But you can. And at home, you can do that. I just want to put that out there.
I'm not saying she doesn't have her own free will. You can do whatever the fuck you want, but why? She's made her money.
You know when people...
You don't need to be snorting fucking piss.
Yeah, that's true. She makes $1 million a month or something.
Oh, come on. Like, I actually feel bad for her.
I'd snort piss for $1 million a month.
Yeah, as would I, but I'm not in a position where I'm already making $1 million a month.
That's true. Yeah.
That's the difference.
She's making no extra money off it.
Yeah.
It was a bit like, have you ever watched TikToks where people rinse their sinuses?
Has she graduated up to jizz yet? Is that even possible?
Surely
that's easier to snort because it's
I think that would block your nose, if anything. Then
Why did you keep back down through your mouth?
I am on tour with my first ever live show this year. Rice Age is sweeping the UK and Ireland starting in May and ending in June. Glasgow and Oxford have already sold out. The rest of the tickets are selling like Mr. Whippies on a hot summer's day. So if you like songs about Bonnie Blue and jokes about Big John, this might just be up your street. Get some tickets now. Link in the description.
I've started my very own comedy club down at the Botanic Inn in Belfast. It's going to be on the first Friday of every single month, starting Friday the 6th of March. So if you're a fan of stand-up and you're in that area and you want to see the big lad on stage, get your tickets now. The link is available in the description below. I'll be joined by some of the country's best comedians and it's guaranteed to be a great night. So I really hope to see some of you there.
If you like what you're listening to and you're craving even more outrageous, cancelable banter, head on over to the Radio Rufus Patreon for exclusive, unfiltered bonus episodes and extra content every single week. It's just £3 a month. Make sure you buy it through the website instead of the app to save you money and make us money, because Apple takes a cheeky cut. Well, she would love that.
Oh, why?
Why are you so angry?
It's just absolutely rank.
It doesn't have anything to do with
There's fetishes and kinks for everyone, but who the fuck wants to see someone snort their piss?
That's not even the worst one. People eating like shit pancakes out there.
Yeah, that's true. Hopefully Lily doesn't resort to that. Although if the fucking...
I wouldn't put it past her.
If the space race heats up...
We all remember that video of Elle Brooke, right?
No.
Oh, there's a video out there.
See, I'm not as tuned in to OnlyFans culture, I don't think.
Yeah, I'm the only fan. They named the website after me. No, there's a video of Elle Brooke doing a shit on camera.
On True Geordie?
No, it wasn't on True Geordie.
Well, he'd be all over that.
Yeah, but she said, oh, she said it in a podcast, is where I heard about this,
Yeah.
right? She goes, yeah, someone paid me like a lot of money to take a shit on camera. The guy goes,
Yeah.
oh, come on, how much? And she went, $2,000.
Ah, come on. You should have really upped your wages there. Like, that could have been your fucking Christmas sorted.
Exactly. That's one of the most unacceptable underpays in the history of sports.
She could have went to Dubai like 3 times had she fucking priced this probably.
She could go to Dubai for $250,000.
Yeah.
She's been playing out in the Saudi league.
Although saying that, I'd shit in someone's chest just for a laugh. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nothing sexual.
I don't want to
about
be
it.
shot on, but
Yeah.
if there was an opportunity where I could shit in your chest, for example.
I wouldn't want to be the first person to fall asleep at your house.
So, one of my uncles on my mum's side, whenever he was growing up and he started working on site, he used to go to like a chip van every day. They'd get a burger and then they'd finish up whatever they were doing, come back, get their lunch, eat it. And he was saying there was like 3 times over a couple of weeks that some older fella on the site, he was just like the new apprentice, kept taking bites out of his burger. So there's one time where he went, got his burger, ate it straight away, and then took a big steamy shit in the burger box and set it where he usually sits it.
Yeah, right.
And then the fella just opened it up and just got a fucking whiff of shite.
That's a good prank.
Yeah.
I might do that. One of these days, I'm going to replace one of these microphones with a shit. See if you notice.
Just inside here.
No, just the whole thing. just a pile of shit on the table.
Just fucking spike it on this mic stand.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get into the news now. This is a very special edition of Radio Rufus because this is the Gamers edition.
It's been coming a long time.
Inspired by the Guinness World Record books. I believe Guinness World Records Gaming Edition 2010 is it's the best book of all
Your
time.
favorite piece of literature?
Yeah, absolutely.
When are they going to make a film about it? You know what I mean? They're doing fucking Wuthering Heights, all that shit.
Yeah, Pixels, wasn't it Pixels?
I suppose it kind of was Pixels.
What a film, by the way.
Do you like Adam Sandler?
No.
See, I'm meeting a lot of people these days that don't like Adam Sandler.
Well, he's not funny, that's why.
He's got a lot of great movies.
The best thing Adam Sandler's ever done is that song that goes spit on your hand and stroke my cock at a medium pace.
His song, Somebody Kill Me Please, from Singer is his best song for a start.
Mm.
But also, even though I can acknowledge that some of his films are objectively awful, I still love them growing up.
Right.
Like Billy Madison might be the worst movie of all time.
Yeah.
But I thought it was fucking hilarious as an 8-year-old.
I like the first 1/8 of Happy Gilmore because I like hockey, but I don't like golf. Anyway, we've got some hot gamers. For all the epic gamers out there, for all the G Fuel eaters and waifu pillow shaggers, this one's for you. Let's get into it with our first story. Minecraft, great game. It's no stranger to its fair share of woke nonsense. Some of the things I think that are in Minecraft that are woke nonsense. Phantoms, Bastions, Bedrock Edition. I don't even know what platform that is.
Yeah.
Ever since the combat update, Minecraft has just been adding woke nonsense to the game.
Ever since the axe became the best weapon.
Yeah.
What the fuck's going on there? That's obviously the sword.
You know what's funny is I think that was like, I could think of that as a recent update. It was probably like 2014.
I think of horses as a recent update.
Yeah. I think that was like 1.6.
I think the last time I actively played it, other than the odd Christmas 2-week stint, was like 1.4.
Yeah, I think they're up to 1.25 or something.
Yeah. Although I was playing it before the Hunger Bar came out, so
You know,
if that's impressive to anyone.
Temple of Notch was the best map of all time.
I never even played any other maps.
Really? You never downloaded maps?
See,
Skyblock.
I was playing a cracked version of it because I couldn't afford it.
It was like £12.
Yeah, but try convincing a fucking Irish mum to put money on.
Have you never had a birthday?
I have. I'm always well looked after my birthday, but it's the fact that because it was originally on the PC, trying to convince them to put their card details onto the computer.
That's so funny. Your family doesn't trust the.
Back then, now my ma's a fiend for a bit of online shopping.
Yeah,
but back in the day, like even because it was around the time that I think PSN had got hacked shortly before, and so many people lost their card. So
to put it in perspective, my mum's first Amazon order is from 1998.
I didn't even realize Amazon was delivering stuff like that.
It just sold books originally.
Yes, that's right.
And then they expanded into everything.
Yeah.
So my mum, it's just random books that my mum wanted to read. And then in 2002, she bought like 80 baby books.
Right.
Just all the literature. And basically, if you go back in your Amazon history, it tells you your entire history of your account. It's like every Christmas present I've ever got.
That's kind of cool.
It's cool seeing what you got when it happened.
I think I was the first person to make the first Amazon order in my house, and it was a Walter White pop vinyl from 2013.
The fact you bought something from Amazon after Breaking Bad came out is insane.
Yeah, it would have been, as far as I know anyway, it would have been the first. My ma did like Clean Easy and fucking Avon and all those, but they were magazines.
No, those are pyramid schemes.
Yeah. I think they sold Clean Easy magazines for a while, so they were in on it.
Yeah. Yeah, but that means you lose money.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a good thing.
That's how it works. Anyway, there's an official new Minecraft update that's very exciting for us to talk about. The Black People update. It's here, and it features almost all of the top 5. Martin Luther King.
Did
Well, Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, Mandela, and Malala, who's not really black, but we'll let it slide.
Yeah, her name's close enough.
Yeah. Malala. Yeah. No Deji, unfortunately.
Unless they do like a Don't Make It Gay update.
Where it's nothing else changes but Deji's in the game. Is that what it is?
He replaces like the sun.
That would be nice. Like what? Like the Teletubbies?
Yeah, Deji is the Teletubby.
The black Teletubbies. Well, he could replace the moon.
The Olatunji Tubby.
Olatunji Tubby. Very nice. Yeah. That's why you listen to this. This is called the Good Trouble DLC, right? And it allows you to experience in your own blocky way some of the loudest voices in the black community since that one African bloke who absolutely blasts FaceTime on the local bus. Now, here's some of the things that you can do, right? You can march for civil rights with John Lewis,
Right.
who I thought was a shop,
I was about to say.
but apparently was a congressman.
Okay.
He
Doesn't sound black.
You can shift on the bus with Rosa Parks. I'm not standing up. I'm shifting. Real G's move in silence, right? And you can even pretend to be in prison with prime Nelson Mandela.
So you're basically just a villager.
Yeah. Are you trying to say that black people are NPCs?
That's exactly not what I'm trying to say.
What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say that I feel like with this update, the next one around the corner is introducing voting rights to the villagers. Or something of that ilk.
Yeah.
Because they basically are just slaves.
Hang on, I just thought there's no women villagers, right?
I think there is. They just all look the same.
Nah, they're all
I think some of them have different clothes. Because there's baby villagers.
Yeah, which means those guys have been adopting or something.
But there's also baby zombies, so even the zombies are shagging in Minecraft. I think maybe Minecraft's really progressive and even the men can have babies.
That's what I'm thinking is going on.
It's
here.
like in the NHS now, and like with certain hospitals, it'll show like breastfeeding signs, and it'll be like, oh, for those who breastfeed. It's like what, women?
Mums,
Yeah.
mostly. Unless you don't want me breastfeeding that thing.
Oh, definitely not. Just fucking flossing their teeth with nipple hair.
Oh, I was imagining. I've only got one outlet, and you don't want that.
Yeah. Nah. You'll be right in there with fucking Prince Andrew.
You don't want the hose pipe. Yeah. Not much milk coming out of that.
Yeah.
Men can lactate, I believe.
It might be possible. Is it with...
But it requires hours and hours of stimulation and aggressive milking.
Yeah, see, I don't think babies have that in them. And it doesn't really seem natural.
I don't know. I think babies are some of the best milkers out there, right?
Yeah, but...
They're literally designed to do that. So that is a terrible point.
I don't think, though, that they're willing to put up that fight. Do you know what I mean? If they have to fucking scrape and claw at a nipple for hours.
I'm gonna make an admission here. My TikTok is about 50% baby videos.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why?
And I can't stop it. I can't get rid of it.
Why?
I've got baby fever. TikTok has decided that I'm in heat and I need to reproduce rapidly. I know that's good news for the ovulating women of this world, I know.
Oh, yeah.
But no, I can't stop it. And all I see is babies who think their dad's their mum and try to suck on his nose. That's all I'm seeing. Saying, give me the milk. So I think those babies are some voracious suckers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a video a while ago and it just sums up some Irish woman, but she was like working in a stable with horses and stuff like that, and she was taking care of it. She was brushing it down, and one of her friends was recording her, and she just like crouched down and started slapping her face with the cock of the horse. And I was like, did you really need to do that? She started like putting her tongue out like, ah.
Oh. How many centimeters between tongue and horse are we saying?
That she was slapping the side of her face with the cock,
But she was putting
but the tongue was out like the other side. But it would make you think what goes on behind closed gates.
Yeah. Those stables. Those stables have seen some shit.
Fucking sure they have.
I saw a in-depth tutorial of how to wash a horse penis on TikTok the other day.
What is your feed? Babies and horsecock.
My two favourites.
Or babies with horsecock.
They have a special bottle of this stuff called Winky Wash, right?
Right.
Which
I think a few of our audience could do with that.
Yeah, that's true. We have the highest dick cheese per capita
of
any podcast ever. Actually, I don't think that's true, actually. I think Film versus History is really challenging for the title.
I would say even the likes of the fellas with their demographic of just fucking...
Those boys are young.
Horny gamers.
So they think that like their idea of cleaning their penis is spraying Lynx Africa directly on the tip.
Yeah.
We've got a mature, sensible audience.
Yeah, very mature.
Yeah. Who don't think stuff like Winky Wash is funny.
It doesn't say much whenever I laughed at it.
I think the horse is being a bit picky. Because who has... Yeah, I would wash my scrot and gooch with soap.
Yeah.
Body wash, right? I don't have a special thing just for that.
Yeah, that's true. It's like men will have maybe a beard wash or something. You'll have shampoo.
Shampoo, I've heard of that.
But fucking just shower gel everywhere else. You're not going to have a distinct flavour for your gooch, for your ass, for your balls, for your scrot.
Yeah, one for each ball as well. So this is an update. Unfortunately, this is not a genuine update to the main version of the game.
Right, okay.
This is for Minecraft Education Edition, which nobody has ever played, as far as I'm concerned.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
And it comes with lesson plans with learning objectives for the students. It's 4 lessons.
Do you know how I know this will never catch on? I walked into my younger brother's room the other day, and him and all of his friends from school were rebuilding Auschwitz.
Yeah.
Which I feel like is, it happens to most men at some point in their life, regardless of whether you regret it later on. I feel like most men have built the concentration camp in Minecraft.
Yeah, I've definitely done that. I'll be honest. It's not smart. I'm not proud of it.
My Minecraft account whenever I was like 14 was Mein Kampf.
Nice. Mine was Woohoo 19 because I would play a lot of The Sims.
Yeah.
Where they make them woohoo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was edgy.
Do you know what I think they should do next? The Nuremberg trials.
Yeah, they should have Minecraft.
Yeah, Minecraft 9/11.
Fatherland edition. Yeah.
Did you know that? I know you didn't really.
Is it just putting loads and loads of villagers into minecarts and sending them to Poland? is that what it is? I'd have to say, like, I read about that Martin Luther King thing.
Yeah,
that's one of the lessons on here. It's good they didn't have us in those lessons because I'd be standing in the bushes with a Power 5 bow. Doing trick shots. Ready to snipe him. Yeah. I'd be on the other side of that. Yeah.
Let's see how far the fucking knockback can kick Martin Luther King.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you know that they had something similar in Fortnite a few years ago where they had an event? I can't remember what it was called, but it was basically you could load into this map and there was a big massive screen playing the MLK I Have a Dream speech. But they forgot to turn off emotes. So
right.
You were just of like 4 lads dressed as like Rick and Morty and the fucking Ninja Turtles doing the Take the L dance in front of the screen.
Yeah.
It is kind of crazy though. There's probably a generation of children that will see or hear of Martin Luther King and think, oh, is that the lad from Fortnite? It'll be the same for these lads with Minecraft.
No, I feel like I wasn't born when Martin Luther King was around.
Yeah.
But I know him for him. I don't know. Actually, to be fair, like there wasn't Minecraft.
Yeah.
Black People Edition. Yeah. So his legacy hadn't been ruined.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I think would be great? Maybe we could do this on Patreon. Let's play. Cheeky,
that would be great.
Minecraft Black People Edition Let's Play. Yeah.
It is interesting to see because obviously they get a lot of negative backlash, but Fortnite were doing bits and pieces like this for a while where they had live concerts and stuff like that. They had like some big rapper.
Travis Scott got a McDonald's meal and a Fortnite appearance in the same year. It was a big year for him.
I think they need to sort of go against the grain and fight back, even though there is a bit of backlash, and release Rosa Parks DLC where she drives a battle bus.
Yeah.
That'd be really progressive.
That'd be a powerful statement.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
That'd be unbelievable.
Was she?
She
wasn't a bus driver. I do want to put that out.
I'm aware of that.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. She wasn't even allowed to sit in the bus. So if they show that she's actually fucking at the wheel, at the helm, do you reckon she would have thanked the bus driver? You know you can do that in Fortnite? Whenever you jump out of the plane, you have to press over on your D-pad.
I'm going to say, given what I know about the 1960s, no.
You don't think she's dropping like a cheeky cheers drive?
Cheers drive. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on from one Virgin's favorite game to another. Pokemon.
Lovely.
Specifically, Pokemon Go. We're talking about the third biggest craze of 2016, behind dabbing and pretending to feel sympathy for a deceased gorilla. When the game was released, you remember when Pokemon Go came out?
Yeah.
And I was living in Singapore at the time.
Oh, it would have been big, was it?
Oh, Mike. Because I'm not sure how many times you've been to China. I know it's 0.
Every Saturday night for about 10 years.
But they, especially children, all go on their phones at mealtimes. They don't speak to each other.
That's so strange.
Which is a weird cultural thing to do, because one of the main aspects, in my opinion, of eating out is chatting to the other person.
Yeah. So would they like invite a friend for a meal and just sit on their phone the whole time?
It's usually a family with kids and stuff, but all 4 of them are on their phones.
It's really weird.
And they're all sitting there slurping noodles, and all 4 of them have stuff playing out loud. So the mum's just got Candy Crush on full volume, and then...
I know people say it's a cultural thing, but that is so fucking rude.
Yeah, I mean, I don't agree with it, but I'm in China and everybody's doing it except me. It's so weird.
Yeah.
Right? Anyway, it was so massive that people were walking around shopping centres playing the game, and we counted on a trip to the mall how many it was. And I counted over 1,000 people playing the game in 1 hour.
You're a fucking loser.
Well, I was bored.
You got nothing better to be out than counting Asians.
I hate shopping.
1,000.
But you remember when the game was released, it basically covered the world in a tidal wave of virtual jism.
Yeah, it did.
Covering it in Pokestops and things, whatever. I've never played it.
Yeah.
To catch wild Pokemon. Unfortunately for the developers, you can't go everywhere and decide exactly where the Pokestop is. So they had a lot of problems where Pokestops were in the middle of highways, like in the desert, in a sex dungeon, at the bottom of the sea. And it's like, no one is ever going to go there and get that. So people could report in, being like...
Maybe that's what them lads in the submarine were after.
They wanted to catch them all. The developers, Scopely, have recently admitted, though, that Epstein Island had a Pokestop for 10 full years before it was finally removed.
10 years, too.
This year. So...
It is kind of funny that Gotta Catch 'Em All is the slogan for Pokemon and paedophile hunters.
Yeah. Epstein, gotta catch them all.
It's quite fucking fitting.
I can imagine him wanting to be the very best, like no one ever was.
There was in the Epstein files like evidence of him recommending the game to different people. Like it was like, oh, you got to get onto Pokemon Go. It's the future.
Is that actually true?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
No way he's ever played Pokemon Go.
Apparently, he was big into it.
He's got a BlackBerry.
Yeah, that would make you think. Although that's a fucker with a few burner phones.
Yeah, you can't play Pokemon Go on a burner phone.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, is a BlackBerry his real phone? I would say maybe he's an iPod kid. Him and fucking Maxwell posted up.
He's that guy. I remember it so clearly. When the iPad 2 white came out, he was that guy, the first kid to bring in the white iPad.
I don't even remember this being a thing.
Yeah, well,
nobody really had iPods in Ireland. They had they would call them iPods, but it was just a tablet.
Yeah,
an off-brand, or maybe like a Samsung one, a good enough brand, but
unsurprising. So the developers admitted Epstein Island's had a Pokestop for 10 years. Basically, it had a thing where you could submit your location data and request Pokestops in various places, and the developers would have a review process, and then you could put it in the game.
So someone had to request this on Epstein's Island?
Well, I think they VPN'd it, but I don't know how you can VPN to specifically Epstein Island.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So maybe this was Jeff.
It could have been. He
Or
might
one-
have took pity on the children.
One of those kids, maybe.
Yeah.
By the way, it's a great place for a Pokestop.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. Because there's so many kids.
It and like Michael Jackson's theme park would have been perfect.
Yeah, I don't think Michael Jackson had a theme park, to be fair, but
What was it called in his garden?
Neverland.
Yeah, was that not basically like a theme park?
Do you think that Michael Jackson's house was like Disneyland?
I thought he had like fucking slip and slides and parks and swing sets and all this shit for the children.
Well, like you could go there on a day out.
Yeah. No, it was privately owned for him
Right.
and all the kids.
That's incredible that you think Neverland was like Disneyland. That's great.
Kinda, yeah.
No, it was like a ranch.
Yeah, but surely he had a few amusements. He's a fucking millionaire.
Yeah, that would be, you'd be fuming if you trekked all the way out. It was in the middle of nowhere as well.
Yeah.
So it's like 2 days journey. And they don't even have any teacups.
I think that should be the first hint if you're investigating someone for pedophilia. If their house is like way out of the way.
Yeah, but do they have the big drop? That's my favourite. Have they got the Nemesis Inferno?
I have no idea what that is.
Someone hasn't been to
Alton Towers.
Alton Towers or watched The Inbetweeners.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the one with the benches and
Inconsiderate
kids?
assholes. Yeah. Somehow this got through the review process.
Mhm.
Some jokester submitted this, and the developers were like, "Yeah, sound."
Yeah.
And
But
then
at the time, 2016, if it's been about for 10 years, they didn't know what was going on in the island in 2016, did they?
No, they thought, "Here's a lonely boy on an island,
Yeah.
stranded on a desert island,
Really wants to catch that
with only
Pikachu.
an iPad.
Yeah.
Really wants to catch." Yeah, we'll give that to him. Then it was discovered like last year, which incredible that people hadn't looked on there before.
Also incredible that people are still playing it.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, it was fun. Well, for 0 days, according to me, but
Yeah.
for like 2 weeks for everyone else, right? So then thousands and thousands and thousands of players began using VPNs to alter their locations to visit the special Epstein Pokestop.
Mhm.
And all the devs were looking at, what's going on? Why are there so many players in this random area?
Yeah.
And that's how they discovered it. And it's now, unfortunately, been removed from the game.
Do you think that the developers or even, I don't know, maybe people that are looking into the case will be able to find out and discover more people that's been on the island just from the Pokemon Go activity?
Yeah, well, it's Hawking for a start. I bet he loves Pokemon Go. He's already got the iPad right there. But that's maybe what he was doing, because we've always said it's weird that he was there because nobody's shagging him,
Yeah.
which from our understanding is the main activity on Epstein Island.
Yeah, as
Right?
far as we know.
But maybe this explains it.
Yeah. Although we need to have like someone beside him as like the full-time swiper to throw the Pokeballs because he's not capable of that.
That's true. It'd have to be a duos battle,
Yeah.
2-on-2. Yeah.
Do you think so? That probably is possible, but you'd be pretty fucking fuming if that's how you got outed as a nonce. They just were able to track your Pokemon Go account.
I just don't think Bill Clinton's playing that much Pokemon Go.
Yeah. Who's some of the younger nonces that have been spoke about in the island?
You know, this is actually interesting. The golden age of the nonce has very much passed us by. I'm not sure if you've noticed,
Mhm.
but all the most famous nonces are coming to the end of their prime. Or
Yeah.
their career has already been derailed by injuries, like Epstein.
Yeah. And you've got the likes of Prince Andrew,
Just been arrested today. I mean,
Harvey Weinstein. Although I
He's
don't
gone.
think he was really noncing. I think he was just doing a bit of other things.
oh, it's not exactly the same sport, but I mean,
Yeah. I feel like they've got respect for each other.
yeah, there's definitely a mutual
It's like
admiration.
snooker and pool. Maybe that's not a good example. Maybe they hate each other.
I don't know. You'd have to ask them.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? It feels like the prime of all these nonces was very much. No, it feels like no nonce has really come into prominence in the last 10 years.
Yeah,
or
there's
so.
no up and coming nonsense,
Yeah, there's no.
which is a great thing.
Which, yeah, I'm not complaining. But it's also coincided with the golden age of serial killers coming to an end. There's no serial killers anymore
Yeah, that's a good
because
point.
they just get caught after the first one all the time now.
Yeah.
The forensics and the police work is too good. Once again, not complaining. But
Yeah.
I love a good serial killer.
But it's kind of exciting. It really isn't, but it is a wee bit that the next great nonce is probably out there operating right now. We don't know who it is. It could be anyone.
Yeah.
It could be like,
No, don't. You can't just accuse people of being a nonce.
I said it could be.
No, you can't.
Right, well, then I'll bleep the name.
We can. That's slander.
Yeah, I suppose it kind of is, yeah.
And also, that's my goat. And I said I wanted him on this podcast.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll maybe have him on after the accusations. Give him a platform to defend himself.
Please actually bleep that. I love that guy. Yeah. It is kind of. There was a serial killer when I was in high school. I mean, he committed all the killings in the 70s,
Yeah.
but they hadn't discovered him. The original Night Stalker, they called him.
Yeah.
Right. And then in 2018, they found him.
That's pretty fucking exciting.
He's about 75 years old, and he hasn't killed anyone for 40 years.
Yeah.
Right. And he was the smartest serial killer of all time.
Yeah.
And he used to play with the police, which is what I really appreciate. The reason Ted Bundy
Breadcrumbing them a bit.
The reason Ted Bundy is one of the goats of this discussion is he escaped from prison twice
Yeah.
and killed more people.
That is pretty cool, to be fair.
What a work rate.
Yeah.
You don't get that out of your standard serial killer.
It is a waste finding them at 75, though, because who cares at that point?
Yeah, he's just a geriatric old man.
Yeah. It's like discovering Gary Lineker had a good touch now.
Yeah, but the techniques that allowed them to identify him only came around in 2018. So he was just chilling for years. Apparently, according to his kids, he's a great dad.
He could be.
Because they didn't know about it, obviously, until everyone else knew about it.
Yeah.
So they were like, you killed loads of people like years before I was born when you were 20. And he's like, yeah, come on.
I wonder, did he regret it at all? After having children?
I've watched a lot of interviews with criminals and not all of them regret it.
They don't often seem to be fair. There's a lot of times where it's just, they're almost proud of it.
Although, to be fair, he genuinely retired from the game.
Yeah. Do you reckon he got like a state pension?
Yeah, he was a police officer.
Was he?
Yeah.
That's a perfect alibi, to be fair.
Yeah. Arresting yourself for your own crime. Anyway, we move from talk of one murderer to another as epic gamer, Rise Up Gamers, convicted murderer Robert Richens was apprehended by UK police last year after brutally murdering his former girlfriend. But he played the classic gambit. We see it all the time. Kill the missus and then ring up the police. Oh no, I've accidentally killed the missus. While we were, I choked her to death. We were just being kinky.
Yeah. Oh, I broke a fucking pot over her head.
But it was just a laugh. That sort of thing, stuff you do on the weekend all the time. However, some harrowing new police footage has revealed what was actually on his mind. So cheeky Robbie was caught sobbing midway through his arrest. And you think, wow, there's a man with remorse. Maybe he did do it accidentally.
Yeah, there's a bit of regret there, it seems.
Clearly he feels extremely bad for doing this. He knows his life is over and it's ruined. And he's desperately yearning to have his wonderful girlfriend back. The police officer asked him, why are you crying? And he said, I'm going to miss GTA. The officer said, which one? And he said, 6. And then the officer, decent banter to be fair, said, don't worry, mate, you got plenty of time till that comes out.
Even the policeman's fuming with all the delays.
But you keep in mind, he's got a life sentence, this guy. His absolute minimum is 16 years.
He would be in prison for almost the length of time. No, just slightly just more than the length of time between 5 and 6.
Yeah.
Was it?
Well, it's been 13 years, right?
Yeah, and that's if there is no more delays, which there most likely will be.
Well, the publication that we stole this article from, they did the maths. I think this is bad maths. They calculated he won't only miss GTA 6, but also GTA 7. And I think the gap between GTA 6 and GTA 7 is bound to be like 20 years, right?
I hope not. They can't do that again.
But
I feel like
they keep having to go bigger and better every time, so it's going to take longer to make the game.
I don't feel like no matter how good it is, especially with I feel like they're waiting to get the best of the technology on next gen. The PS6 and the next Xbox is like in a year or two. So there's no fucking excuses. 10 years should be the absolute max for something like that.
Yeah.
Do you know the amount of people that are still driving about in Los Santos?
Me.
Yeah.
I played it a week ago.
Did you?
Great game.
But surely give them something. I know they regularly update it and stuff like that, and they brought in submarines and shit.
Yeah.
But surely fucking 13 years in between games.
I know. Well, it was interesting when GTA 7 was brought up. I was like, wow, we haven't even started thinking about GTA. Imagine how good GTA 7 is going to be.
Yeah. So he's got 16 years for this.
That's his minimum, but he has a life sentence.
Right. Minimum of that for fucking murdering someone is mental.
I don't understand this. Maybe if there's a criminal justice lawyer who watches this podcast, you can explain it to me. Why can you get released early from prison?
Because surely you're going to be a good boy whenever you're in custody.
Surely you did this crime. This is the punishment for this crime. That's it. Why is anyone ever released early? It makes no sense to me.
I feel like it's maybe a different story for the likes of robbers or thieves or maybe drug addicts.
But why aren't they serving the actual sentence for that crime?
I know what you mean.
Why?
But
It seems like you hear it all the time. People commit these heinous crimes. I was listening to the podcast with a jewel thief the other day.
Yeah.
He tried to steal the Millennium Diamonds. I'm not sure if you remember that. They were on display for worth 350 million quid, apparently.
Yeah.
Right? He tried to steal them with a JCB and a getaway boat.
who the fuck's he selling them to?
Well, that's the thing. He estimated he was actually going to make only £1 million.
Right.
Because you can't sell them for the market price on the black market.
Yeah.
Right? But he only did 4.5 years for trying to steal 350 million pounds of diamonds. Right?
Yeah.
Um,
I feel like context matters a lot because there's some people that go to jail and are genuinely reformed after fucking half of their sentence. But I don't feel like for murders that should be an option.
But why would they get let out? I just got this problem with. I think prison's supposed to be hard, right?
I do see what you mean, yeah, and it doesn't really. We've talked about it before in this podcast where you have the idea of prison just being this fucking rusty shithole cell.
And they're nice.
But now we've figured out they've got TVs, they've got fucking their own food and stuff like that. They can buy stuff from the shop. Like it's such a strange setup. And they can even, I know in some prisons, they can have game consoles.
Yes. So it is legal to have a games console in UK prisons, but you can't have one that has to connect to the internet.
Right.
So you can't have an Xbox Live subscription.
Yeah.
Right.
But you can have all the retro consoles.
Yeah. So the latest consoles you can have are PS2 and the original Xbox.
But that's fucking class.
Yeah, there's some great games.
Like, imagine going to prison and just having a fucking Halo LAN party.
Yeah.
That sounds
I'm sure
unbelievable.
you can play on LAN as well, because
yeah,
you're not connecting to the wireless.
or even split screen.
Yeah.
Imagine you find another epic gamer as your cellmate
Split screen has come back.
playing Mario Kart Double Dash on the GameCube.
What a game.
Yeah. But that's what I mean. It shouldn't be easy. You shouldn't have phones. You shouldn't have TVs. You shouldn't be able to watch the new season of fucking Dexter.
Yeah, these guys, they have more free time to watch stuff than we do.
Yeah. And also no excuse to not come out of prison in fucking unbelievable shape.
You know what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Prisoners in the mines, mate.
Yeah. I think we should.
They're always complaining about how they shut those mines down. We
Get
don't make
someone to
any
work on
coal
them.
or steel anymore. Get prisoners in the mines along with the kids.
I remember one time as well in this pod you were talking about how they get paid for the work. And you have an issue with that because it's like, you're a prisoner. Why the fuck are you getting paid? You're just getting a diet.
In America, as I understand it, what they do is they make them build munitions for the army.
Yeah.
And they get paid below minimum wage.
Yeah.
So it's essentially, legally, it's kind of slavery.
And is it an option or do you have to do it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But why are you getting paid? You went to prison, mate. You shouldn't get paid in prison. Isn't that so obvious?
Yeah. But again, I was thinking, oh, well, maybe they'll have a bit of pocket money to buy the new fucking Halo. But why is that an option?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's such a strange setup.
Anyway, let's move on to the sport now before we get even more angry about prisons. And we're returning
you can play a GTA Vice City.
Oh, class.
That's probably the latest one he can play.
Great game.
Yeah.
So we're returning to the pinnacle of African sport with another update from Uganda's premier wrestling promotion, the Soft Ground Wrestling League. We first talked about this all the way back in episode 6. Can you believe it? It's run by a guy who we believe to be a genuine white supremacist.
He has to be.
Called Lord White, who I think fundamentally is some kind of British nutter hiding his true identity. He's run away from Britain because he's committed some crimes that he got away with.
Yeah.
And sort of laid low in Uganda. And by that, I mean started a massive boxing ring.
And brought Joe Weller over.
And brought Joe Weller over. So he's a bit like Vince McMahon. he does get in the ring. I've seen him in the ring, except he doesn't just make fun of people or like be a corporate overlord.
Yeah.
He just does actual racism to the crowd.
Yeah, he can cut a good promo, to be fair to him.
Yeah. No, this guy's got some chat. So back then, when we first reported on it, this is a genuine growth story from the podcast. Because do you remember when we reported on it? It was extremely niche.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it was quite difficult for us to find it.
Yeah.
But now, it's absolutely blown up. A lot of you will know that Joe Weller flew out there and just beat up a local for 18 minutes. Have you seen that? Yeah. Absolutely wipes the floor with him.
And to be fair to them, they're all pretty talented wrestlers. They're very agile, athletic. They're doing fucking backflips straight off the top turn, but everything, like, it's great.
They really rolled out the red carpet for Joe Weller because that mud was really wet. Whereas I've seen some videos of some mud wrestling on some very hard mud.
Yeah. At least with the latest update, it actually does seem to be pretty fucking mucky in there.
Yeah.
So sort of cushion the landing a bit.
Maybe they got some more water off the sponsors or something.
Yeah.
This isn't being sponsored by WaterAid, is it?
Fuck, I'd be soon to donate then.
Well, it's kind of peak if there are really thirsty children and WaterAid gives all the money to this guy and he throws it on the ground to make some mud. Now, so that video of Joe Weller's bout has 1.2 million views and the official YouTube channel has 330,000 subscribers.
That is
which
mad.
means it's 6.3 times more popular than this podcast.
Maybe we need to get Joe Weller on.
I've texted Weller.
Yeah. Do you reckon we're going to see the same fucking skyrocket?
No response from Weller. But that would probably be our most viewed episode ever, wouldn't it?
I don't know.
Be up there.
Yeah, I would like to think it would do well, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it would do well, but unfortunately, Weller. This is for you, Weller. If you're watching this. Anyone who knows Weller, Elliot Crawford, tell Weller to come on the pod.
Yeah.
Well, there's a new special move that's been invented by a fighter that we've seen a clip of. That's why we're talking about this. What happened in this clip, Aidan?
Yeah, so it was sort of a new move that
we'll drop the clip in.
We've never actually seen before. You've seen the footage, haven't you?
I've seen the footage.
It was basically one of the fighters got his opponent by the back of the hair and kind of just delivered like 6 vigorous dry humps to his chin.
Right.
And then it seemed like he was taking a break for a second, but in reality, he was powering up the fucking finishing thrust and just delivered a cock slap for the ages right to the fella's chin.
You wouldn't want to do that to Will N.A., would you? You'd chop your cock
you
clean
get circumcised?
Off. Yeah.
I don't know. It was pretty impressive, but it looked pretty fucking painful. There isn't a name for the move yet, but I'm calling it the Ugandan face fuck.
So let me get this right. He's got his hands on the back of this guy's
Let me
head.
demonstrate in you.
No. Is he got his knees on his shoulders then?
No. The fella's on his knees.
So this guy's
his opponent's
down
on his
ground.
knees, gets him to the back, and just about 6 times straight into his chin, full whack.
This guy's been watching a lot of Lily Phillips. I've seen a few of this before.
Yeah, but then you'll see in the footage that the fella that delivers the finishing move is missing 2 front teeth. So he must have been on the receiving end of it at some point.
Right. What? So the guy who's dry humping the other guy's face is missing teeth.
I feel like he's sort of avenging his teeth.
Right. I didn't know the new Avengers film was so exciting. But yeah, would you like to go and do that?
I'd give it a go, yeah. I would definitely pull a hamstring just getting into the ring.
Yeah. I'd like to see you do that move on a local African.
I would definitely operate better in muck than you would.
Yeah, because you grew up around muck.
Yeah.
That's your natural habitat.
Mm-hmm.
You're like,
I feel like you're the type of person that would like cry if your shoes got a bit dirty.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
Don't forget, I studied mud wrestling for 2 years.
Yeah, you should be fucking a pundit for this.
Yeah. Indonesian mud wrestling. It's a bit of a different sport. It's not quite the same because it also has elements of dance.
Is there any face fucking going on in it?
Well, not in year 6.
Right, maybe that's like a year 7 situation.
I think you have to be a certain belt for that. Can I say those were the worst lessons of my life? They were compulsory, by the way.
Yeah, I'd imagine. So we can't imagine you signing up for the next.
It's impossible to get in a mud pit without eating more mud than you want.
Yeah.
So much mud gets in your mouth. It's incredible. You're just spitting it. And I'm not sure about this soft Ugandan mud, but our proper tough, rough and tumble Indonesian mud is mostly gravel.
What the fuck was this for?
This is a local sport. And
why?
it was compulsory that you had to do it at school in Indonesia.
So was this like your PE lessons?
Yeah, but we also had PE.
Did you have showers in your school?
Yes.
Right.
Not that, but a lot of the kids had hippie parents, so they wouldn't take showers.
Oh, so they just go back to fucking science class covered in muck?
Yeah.
That's a bit rank.
And like girls with long hair, like it's all stuck in there. It's just horrible. Then you have to sit down and have double maths. It's just terrible. Yeah. And none of the classrooms had any walls.
Yeah. You do get that in Ireland the odd time. Like a barber I used to go to a few years ago hired a farmer as an apprentice. Who obviously that was his main thing. He came from a family that owned a farm, but he was doing a BTEC in hairdressing. So he would have him in on like a Saturday as an apprentice or something.
Yeah.
But he would come in his work clothes. So he'd just be standing waiting to take walk-ins covered in shit.
Right. Nice.
You're thinking, I don't want that lad with a fucking, you can see the muck under his fingernails.
Yeah. Oh, my mate went on a date with a girl once, right? And she was an actress.
Yeah.
And unfortunately for her role, she had to get covered in whipped cream. Can't remember why.
Okay.
There's no relevance to this story. At least she said it was for a role.
Did she snort it?
No. But their first date afterwards, right? She's just been creamed a couple of hours ago.
Mm-hmm.
So she's sitting there, just reeks of rancid whipped cream that's been sitting there for 4 hours on a first date.
It's going off on her face.
That's it. Makes me gag just thinking about it.
I like how that did, but the fucking piss snort from earlier didn't.
Well, I don't know. I think I'm okay with things in my nose. Is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, that's kind of what we discovered with this episode.
Also, piss doesn't really smell as bad as that.
Yeah, especially if it's been sitting for a while.
Like, would you rather put your hair in piss or whipped cream?
Whipped cream.
Yeah, me too. Obviously. Anyway, let's move on to the games segment now. Gamey Schumer coming at you, and it's time for another episode where we play wrong answers only. How is it going to go today? This is the game where we each have a minute to answer a list of questions prepared by the other person. You only get the point if you give an incorrect answer. That's the idea. Most points wins. Aidan, you want to go first?
Give me a 3, 2, 1.
1 minute on the clock. 3, 2, 1, go. Is the Pope a Catholic?
He's a Muslim.
Bum your mum for 10 minutes or bum your dad for 5?
Bum your granny for a half hour.
Who's taller, Warwick Davis or Peter Dinklage?
Me.
Who's shorter, Marshall, Exler or LeBron?
The same height.
Were trains invented by big autism to sell more autism?
Not a chance.
Mime a violent handjob? Would you rather have 10 grand or not?
Of course not.
How long is a piece of string?
7 foot.
Finish the lyric. I'm getting bigger. Shout out to my...
Granny.
What's Jeffrey Dahmer's body count?
1.
How much money have you given to the Conservative Party?
64 quid.
What's your favourite sandwich?
Jam.
Do a Jamaican accent.
Hello there.
What was...
Oh, fuck.
And that's time.
I feel like that wasn't great.
What accent was
I
that?
feel like it was meant to be Chinese.
No,
Hello
that's
there.
the most Jamaican you've ever sounded. Hello there.
Hello there.
I don't think you did, to be fair.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, that felt slow. Felt a bit slow to me.
It
This
did.
time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If you think that's a Jamaican accent,
It wasn't a Jamaican accent.
if you think that's not a Jamaican accent, I think that's pretty Jamaican from
Hello
you.
there.
Yeah, but you didn't say it.
I
like
did.
that. No.
Watch the tape.
No, we've got to send this upstairs, I think.
Right. Well, what am I at if that was the case? 13.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well,
And I think every single time we played this, we've always scored 13 points. All right, my turn.
Okay. 1 minute on the clock. Are you ready?
Here we go.
3, 2, 1. How much does a £1 fish cost?
£2.
What's your full name?
John Cena,
Finish the phrase. A bad workman blames.
his cock.
Who's your favorite TikToker?
Lewis Capaldi.
Why do the women you date always ask for Angela?
They like me too much.
How did they get to the moon?
By train.
What's my full name?
John Cena.
Finish the lyric. We find love in a
Sex dungeon.
mime a rim job. How do we solve the immigration crisis?
We give them all 100,000 quid.
Finish the lyric. I got 99 problems, but
A flake ain't one.
what's your favorite Trump policy?
Allowing spending money on the wall.
How do you spell the word milk?
MLK.
That's it. 13.
13 again. Is it actually 13?
Fucking is.
Is it just impossible to score more than 13 points in this game?
Do we run through the last few?
Is it? Are you sure it's 13?
It was, yeah. Your last. I've numbered them. How do you spell the word milk? You went MLK. That's my number 13.
We've invented a game where there's only one score. The only way I could possibly swing this into a win is if there are enough people in the comments who think that was a Jamaican accent.
Yeah, that is true. But also, you were on 11 with 12 seconds left. I thought you were going to smoke me.
Yeah, right.
But that Trump policy one.
That Trump policy one. I could only think of his actual policy. That Trump. I threw the game. I could have got 14 there. What was that 14th question? Would I have got that quickly?
What do you do for a living?
Yeah, okay. These are some excellent. I put it too deep in the combination. I thought you were gonna get there quicker.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
I don't know why that went off again. Imagine how your timer.
Yeah. I was gonna do a Jamaican accent and then do any accent.
Yeah. I would have just went for a Jamaican, probably.
Yeah, but then you would lose because that would be a correct answer.
Yeah, but if it's a different question, they don't overlap.
Yeah, but do any accent and you did an accent. That would be a correct answer to that question and you wouldn't get a point.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do you remember the game?
Yeah. That's a good point.
Then I had, why is cricket so entertaining? Why can't we just print more money? Is the sun on fire? What's your PIN number? And if I have 8 oranges in this hand and 9 apples in that hand, do you give a shit?
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Mine was finish the phrase, don't put all your eggs.
Yep. I've heard of that one.
Do an Italian accent. What's a perfect holiday destination? Who did 9/11? And who let the dogs out?
Yeah, nice. Classic. Good game. We call it a draw. Right, let's move on to the final segment of the day. Now, questionable coming at you, the viewer interaction segment where we ask you a bit of juicy trivia. It's not really trivia.
It's not at all.
No, it's got nothing to do with trivia. We ask you a question and then we react to your best responses. This week we asked you, who has the best nickname that you know and how do they get it? And this first one is incredible.
Yeah. I'm excited for it. You're teeing it up well.
Our mate got filmed getting noshed off in a cupboard at a party. In the video, his tip was glowing bright red, hence the nickname Redstone Torch.
That's class to be fair. Why the fuck was it glowing though?
Redstone Torch. Oh, I read that on the train when I was reading through the submissions and I started crying on the train. Oh, the fact that it's not even a normal torch. It's a redstone torch.
I'm more concerned.
That's the most I've ever laughed at one of these.
I'm more concerned about the fact that it was red though. Why the fuck is this cock glowing in the dark?
I told you I've got the shiniest penis of all time. I really resonate with this guy. Oh, redstone torch. You can absolutely picture the video as well. Yeah. Oh.
I just picturing the red light shining underneath the door.
Oh my god. Ooh, okay. I don't think we're going to top that. That's so funny. Okay, next one. Our boy is called Plankton because the only female action he gets is from the computer. It's okay. Nothing's going to be redstone.
You should have saved that one for the end.
Yeah. Oh, that's so funny. Next one. Our mate is called Savaloy because he loves a chippy and accidentally took an underage girl on a date. That's clever. I think there's a bit of wordplay there. Sausage meets Jimmy.
Yeah.
Savile Oi.
I can't think that might be, in my opinion, better than the first.
It's nah.
I'm a fan.
There's no.
I'm a big Savily guy.
You're a wordplay guy, and I'm a Minecraft guy. So
That's the difference.
next one, we call our mate the Beaver because he ate out a girl at BJ's in brackets Black Josh's house. Which you should have submitted Black Josh.
Black Josh. I wonder where he got that nickname.
We call our mate the Beaver because he ate out a girl at Black Josh's house, at Black Josh's house party, on his wooden toilet seat and left teeth marks in it. That's great.
How fucking vigorous was he?
I know.
He just near at the toilet seat.
Yeah, just sinking it in. Next one. A young apprentice at work got named TT, short for train tracks, because footage emerged of him sniffing bag off of two guys' meat. I like the visual that you could line up to like that and just go down it with a nostril each, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Like a sort of double rail grind on the hog.
I don't get that. Why do you need to sniff it off a cock?
Just for a laugh.
Fair.
I'd love to. You're looking at someone who doesn't really do drugs or strippers, really, right? I'm more into like cricket and stuff.
Yeah.
But I would love to do a line off an arse.
Just to say you've done it?
Just to say I've done it. Like the films.
Yeah. You can do a line off my ass if you want.
I think
I'm going to have to do a fucking shaving patch just so you've got a bit of clear.
Yeah, otherwise it's going to go everywhere. Yeah. It's going to spring right off all the hairs. Next one. We had a lad on my course called Rowley. He liked to boss us around a bit and be in charge. So we called him the chairman or Rouser Dog.
I like that.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Next one. My friends call me Knowledge because they walked into my room once. Keep in mind, I had just had a wank. So I was playing around with the trouser snake in an absent-minded way, as you do post-tug. I was not wanking. He wants to be clear on this. Unfortunately, after the porn, I had whacked on KSI Reacts to Best Family Guy Moments as something to watch. Really bad timing.
Oh, fuck me.
It's happened to me before where I'm having a tug and then I accidentally switch apps and it's just like someone we know's real. Feel like everyone's been there probably.
Yeah, like it looks like you're wanking over like a fucking MC Hammersmith bar.
Yeah, exactly. Next one. A mate of mine is called Edgelord. His dad FaceTimed him while his girlfriend was edging him in the car, and he had to hold it on the precipice of climax for a full 10-minute conversation. I have to say, I'm not picking that up.
That's probably the dream for someone that's into edging, though.
What? Talking to your dad?
Yeah, I feel like that actually is.
Well, if my dad is watching this, if this happened to me, I'm not picking up. Sorry, Dad. I'll call you back.
That's a good point, yeah. You can just let it ring out.
I think we can wait on that one. Next one. We knew a girl from a very wealthy family. During school, a nude circulated when she was sporting a particularly impressive bush. From that day on, she has been called Hedge Fund. That's nice.
That's fucking great.
That
work.
got a Rafferty table slap.
Yeah, that's fucking. I'm going to give the table a finger as well for that.
Yeah. I'm not sure if can the camera angle ever see that.
I don't know. Hold on a second.
It must be visible in the wide. Right?
Let me do a bit of fucking editing here and paste this into the edit
so people can see the glory hole in our desk that we have no idea where it came from.
Yeah.
There it is, right in the middle, and there goes the Rafferty finger. I can't reach it from my side.
You can do it this way too.
Oh, nice. Dual purpose. Next one. A bloke I know is called Bosh Boy because he said Bosh when giving a girl a facial.
It's a strange choice.
Next
what
one.
else do you say? Do you say anything?
I usually make the sound of a screaming eagle. Oh! Oh! That's how it sounds when I climax. Yeah. My neighbours think there's a bird nesting.
Yeah, you've got a couple of budgies.
Nesting in the roof, yeah. Next one. Our mate is called Andy and he's gay. So we called him Gay Andy, which then became Flip Flop.
Yeah, like it.
Nice. There's a little jump.
Flip Flop would work pretty well if he was bisexual.
We don't know yet. Yeah. If Gay Andy wants to call in and tell us if he's bisexual, that'd be awesome. Next one. My mate's nickname is Henry because he has a big long foreskin. Henry Hoover. Next one. A guy we know is called Moose because he was hit by a car and came away completely uninjured. That's pretty cool.
Just fucking dented the car.
Apparently, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The car came off worse.
A moose can seriously fucking sponge a car hit.
He totaled a car with his knees. That is incredible. Next one. My uncle is called Gator because he wore Lacoste shoes once in the 80s.
I fucking love nicknames like that. Where something just
I've never
sticks.
heard anyone call him by his real name. In the 80s. Next one. My mate in sixth form loved collecting Blu-rays as a hobby. So we called him Virgin Media.
It's pretty good too.
Nice one.
Yeah, there's some fucking good ones today.
Next one. A bloke I work with in construction was in a horrible accident and chopped his thumb off. So now we call him Kit Kat. If anyone needs a visual of what we're talking about.
I like that.
That's brilliant. Next one. Our mate is called Bubbles because he tried pissing in his own mouth after Joe Weller said it was mint.
Oh, come on.
Do you remember that clip?
Yeah, that wasn't that long ago, was it?
You were still working at the Fellas,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
When
yeah.
that clip came out?
It would have been.
We were next door to them,
It
their
was-
studio.
It was called Bubbly or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Bubbles. I was doing a bubbly or something.
Yeah.
But from
For what reason? For why?
For ban. But from what I understand, right? You just touch your lips to the piss.
What's the point then?
Oh, you think you got to
I
go
think
full
all or
hog?
nothing.
Yeah, okay. The next one, and this is the last one of the episode, so this will be a nice moment to end on. A black guy at our school was called the Mahogany Monster because his hog was massive and also the exact same color as our bookcase. And on that nice mahogany moment,
I've actually got a few that I found on Reddit of like workplace nicknames.
all right, let's
If
go.
you want to hear a few of these, because some of them are great. Shetland Tony, as he was short and called Anthony.
Yep.
Lantern, not very bright and needs to be carried.
Mm-hmm.
Cordless, charges all night but only works for 45 minutes.
That's good. That is a good one.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Sensor light, only works when someone walks past.
Yeah.
G-spot, you can never find him. Blisters, only shows up when the work is done. I'm a big fan of that one. Harvey Norman, working 3 years, still no interest.
Don't know what that.
3 years, no interest. All the sales and stuff that he's on. You ever hear of Harvey Norman?
What's Harvey Norman?
I think it sells like sofas or something.
What am I thinking of? Harvey Specter?
Harvey
No.
Corey?
Harvey Weinstein? No.
Wonder
I
Bra.
never remember.
Wonder Bra because he holds everything up. Foreskin, disappears when things get hard.
Yeah.
Netflix because he's full of bad suggestions.
That is actually a good one.
Yeah.
Because Netflix is dog these days.
Levi because he's out the door at 5:01.
I mean, yeah.
And then this is probably the best one. Had a bloke called Clark I used to work with. He had an odd walk and would hold his hands out in front of him whenever he walked. Looked a bit like a dinosaur, so he ended up being called Jurassic Clark.
Jurassic Clark is good. And on that dinosaur bombshell, we'd like to end that episode here. Thank you so much for tuning in to Radio Rufus. Don't forget to like and subscribe, follow on all platforms to make this the biggest podcast of all time. That's our goal, of course. See me on tour. Go to Aidan's comedy night as well. Buy merch, buy Patreon. Give us money in literally every way. Let's bleed you dry, baby. We'll be back again next week. Back to you in your house.